Okay guys, look, I gotta be honest about something. I have to come clean because I've done so many videos about this stupid piece of equipment now over the last month and a half, 2 months, and something that I've said on my channel a bunch of times is that the dock does not scratch the screen. And my words were, unless you're a Neanderthal that's throwing the damn thing into the dock with no regard for your own property, the thing isn't gonna get scratched up. There's nowhere on the dock, there's nothing sticking out of the dock at weird angles, everything's all rounded off, all smooth and nice. There's no way that dock is scratching your screen unless you're throwing it in face down without any kind of regard for your own property. Well, I'm here because I feel like I have to, because I can't say that multiple times then have it happen to me and pretend like it didn't happen to me. The dock scratched my screen. It's right down here in the border, and it's not a huge deal. I mean, it's obviously upsetting because I'm a perfectionist. I have OCD. I want everything to look clean and look nice, and I just bought this thing a month ago, and I have this giant scratch down here on my screen. Fortunately, it's on the border part. It's not on the actual screen.
A lot of people have been having issues with scratching the screen. Put it in the dock. Here's some advice.
That's something that both me and Sean have said a bunch of times. Unless you're being a Neanderthal and you're throwing that thing in, or you're not looking at where you're placing it, I can't see that happening.
When I put it into the dock, I'll admit it kind of did feel like I almost put it in at a very, very slight angle. And as I put it down, I heard it scratch. I literally heard, I felt it and I heard it. I felt weight behind it as I was putting it in. And as I pulled it out, sure enough, I had a scratch down there. I knew it the second that it happened. I heard it, I felt it, I knew it. So it definitely was 100% the dock. I looked over my dock, I ran my hand down it to feel for any kind of sharp objects. There's nothing there. It blows my mind. It honestly blows my mind. Because I heard about it. I actually half called out iRetroGamer, and a huge apology to you, iRetroGamer. And actually, I'm meaning to give you a shout out for a while now because we did a video together about Maniac Mansion on the NES, which was an amazing video. You did such a good job on that. So make sure you go check out his video if you haven't seen it already. Links in the description below.
Maniac Mansion on the NES. Boy, this game and I go back a long way. We have a little bit of a history together.
I grew up playing this game. It's one of the first video games I ever played. In fact, it may even be the first video game I ever played.
Maniac Mansion was really my first entryway into the world of computer games.
But he said that the dock had scratched his screen, and I said to him, there's no way, I can't see how it could possibly scratch your screen in any way whatsoever unless you are just being reckless. There's no nails sticking out of the dock, it's just rounded off plastic. But mine somehow got scratched because I carelessly put it in at a very, very slight angle. I guess I just kind of got used to the fact that it wasn't ever gonna scratch my screen. But it's a thing, it does scratch screens, so be careful when you're putting it in. I went out immediately and I bought a screen protector, something that I should have done already, but it's 14 bucks and you know I'm cheap, and I figured, hey, I'm careful with my stuff, it's not gonna happen to me, I ain't gonna drop it, I have a carry case, I'll be fine. But it did. So now I have the screen protector to protect it in the future. I highly recommend you going out and buying a screen protector. I've heard rumors that when this switch actually heats up in the dock, it can warp the dock. Maybe that's what happened to me. Maybe the dock's starting to warp in on itself, and that's why it ended up scratching. I have no idea, guys. Just be careful when you're putting it in. Make sure it's going down at a complete flat angle. Get a screen protector. It's so dumb. I get that they cut a lot of corners on this thing to bring down the price, and what they didn't really cut corners on this, what I'm holding right here, but I feel like on the dock they cut so many corners to make that cheap piece of plastic affordable, and it really does suck when it's starting to damage. Also, something else I found interesting was if you've seen the Zelda decal, it comes with a screen protector and some Zelda decal for your Switch dock and the controllers. Don't buy it if you find them. They've actually all been discontinued because they've been ripping off the paint on the actual controllers and stuff like that, so they're kind of been recalled. I found that out as I was going to get my screen protector, so don't buy that Zelda decal, and be careful with the decal that you do buy. But I don't know, I just felt like I said so many times, I made such a statement about it, I called iRetroGamer out on Twitter saying that it had to be from something else, there's no way it was your dock, the whole thing is ridiculous. I've said it so many times, and honestly I felt really bad about saying it, and I wanted to correct my mistake and call it to your guys' attention. Nothing against, I'm not hating on the Switch, I still love the thing, it's pissed me off just a tiny little amount, but it ain't a big deal. I just wanted to clarify what I meant. That makes sense, right?
Completely.
So if you like this video, remember to hit the like button, leave a comment down below let me know if your dock has scratched your screen or if you come up with any issues of your own. Maybe I've been wrong about something else. Remember to hit that subscribe button. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
Yo, mic check, mic check. Yeah, here you go. Oh, nah, he over here. Yeah, I heard he got that hot new thing. It's called Switch. Let's get it going.